Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Thursday, August 25th. I think we were here just the other day, weren't we? Now I got a question about grass in the deep mulch. Come on, let's take a look. Our melon patch did really good up until the time the aphids and the spider mites hatched. The ladybugs have pretty much eaten all of them, but there was a lot of damage to the leaves. Whether the smaller one is actually ripe or not, I need it out of the way. I need that out of the way because anywhere it's thin, we want to put down some more mulch. The ground wants to be covered. I was asked a question about grass seeds and whether grass grew in the deep mulch. Honestly, there's seeds in just about everything you want to put down in the garden, except maybe leaves or wood chips. But if you're going to use any kind of hay, any kind of straw, any kind of grass, you're going to have some kind of seeds. Although if you till up, you're going to find that there's just millions of seeds in the soil anyhow. As long as you keep it covered 4 inches thick or thicker, it doesn't matter what seeds you put down. And any grass that might grow right here, it comes right up. It's just in that top layer. And then I just toss it off to the side, it becomes part of the mulch. That's all you have to do. While I'm waiting for the rest of these melons to ripen up, and this is why I want to put some mulch down. But when it gets thin, you might see a little grass come through. As the leaves died back, it showed where the worms had eaten up all the mulch. We have a little grass, but see how easy that pulls up? And I just flip it upside down so those roots dry and it becomes part of the new mulch. But you saw how thick this mulch was. The worms ate that down. It fed the life in the soil, which fed these vines. And they're looking a little pathetic now, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice melons just on the bottom. And off to the sides where we had the damage, we got good growth. Right here around this pepper, whether we mulched or not, this is coming in from the side, outside, and it's that creeping Bermuda, and it vines, it likes to crawl, it likes to run. You just have to keep working at pulling up that main root. Once you pull it up several times, we can get rid of that. I'm not gonna mulch with that, I'm gonna throw that out of the garden. But that's something you're gonna have to deal with a little bit, whether you mulch or not. We didn't introduce it, it just likes to come in from the sides. But it's pretty easy to handle. Now if you see right in here, that's the main vine. That's the roots of the main vine. These are good and established, so they're gonna take the mulch pretty well. But this is how I do it. And yeah, you do get a little grass here and there. You just kind of kick it out with your toe, it becomes part of the mulch. Now I could just dump the whole thing, but I'm being a little strategic. And if you see how deep that is, that's several inches deep. We did the same thing on the path right behind us, and you can't hardly tell. I'm also going to put some sawdust down on here right at the edge. Just kind of mix that in. And in a few days, you won't be able to tell that it was this thick at all. But that takes care of any grass that might want to grow where it was thin. It also remulches the melon patch. It allows those a little time to ripen up. Now our second planting of carrots, they're germinating nicely and standing up well. It's still going to be in the 90s tomorrow. I'm just going to put the cardboard lightly over the top just to give it a little more protection as they harden in. I do have another example of grass. So it germinated right on the mulch. So you just pull that up, flip it over, and you're done. That'll break down and become part of the deep mulch. So to answer your question, yeah, there's seeds in the mulch. To answer your other question, yeah, sometimes those seeds germinate. But if you didn't have mulch down, a whole lot more seeds would germinate whether you brought them in or not. So far, the deep mulch is the best method I've found to have a virtually weed-free garden. I mean, there's never anything that's going to be 100%, I wish there was. And you will bring in some seeds, But if you lay it down 4 inches thicker and stay after it, kick the few that do germinate out with your toe, there ain't nothing to it. You can do this too. It's pretty easy, especially if you work at it just a little each day. Well, I guess I did find a couple I want to go ahead and have for dinner, so I'm going to head on into the house. I do want to thank you for coming by and helping me get a little mulch on the old melon patch. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.